Good evening, everyone. Thank you for waiting. My name is Teresa Alderson, and I'm the president of the Honor Society for the 2023-2024 school year. Welcome to our November 14th general membership meeting. I'll start the meeting at 6:02, and I will start it with the approval of the agenda as published. So hopefully you guys can see that agenda, and I just need a motion to approve it as published.
I will make a motion to approve the agenda as published.
Do you have a second?
I'll second.
Susan seconds? Okay,
Okay, I will second.
thank you, Susan. Seconds. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? Okay. Motion carries to approve the agenda as published. The next order of business is to approve the September general membership meeting minutes, which was held on September 19th. Are there any corrections to the 9/19 meeting minutes or questions? Okay, those minutes are typically posted on our YouTube channel, and if there were any questions or corrections, then we would do that here. But if you need to go back and listen to that meeting and then you have questions, we can always bring it back as an amendment. But if there are no corrections for the meeting minutes on 9/19, the minutes stand approved as read, and we don't need a vote for that. Okay. Well, thank you for coming. We are busy this season, and we are just headed right into the holiday season. So it doesn't slow down for Honor Society, and I'm sure it doesn't for you. But just to go back through and let you guys know who Honor Society is, if you haven't joined us before. We do have an Honor Society informational slide, thank you. And we are the parent-teacher organization for OPA, Saddleback Valley. And we basically are the PTA, that's what PTO stands for. And we work with admin in providing enrichment programs for our students or champions. And we've provided so much to our students in the past, but just to highlight a few, during the pandemic, we were able to supply 101 Chromebooks to our students that needed them during that trying time. We also do the staff appreciation for our school. We do book fairs, assemblies. We support the Lunar New Year, Blackwells that our champions visit every month for their PBIS awards, readathon, and much more. We just finished up our Jogathon, Pumpkin City Spirit Night, and Chick-fil-A for Spirit Night. So hopefully you guys were able to visit Chick-fil-A this month. So many things that the Honor Society does, and you can find our calendar on our website. I also have a link to it here on our agenda. So you're more than welcome to download the agenda as a PDF, or we can put in the chat a link to that so you guys can access it. But all of our events and upcoming events are on the calendar, and we are busy working through those, as well as some of the school events that we do support. I also have a link to the website if you're interested, and then our sponsored programs for this year or support goals that we've been working with admin. So a lot of our fundraising has gone to the programs that you see right there at the top, the Meet the Masters program, which started in November. We're still working through a theater program. We're going to come back and readdress the Noon Club, and then the cheerleading programs. But other ongoing programs that we have are playground equipment that I know that the teachers received just a few weeks ago, teachers grants, grade level program sponsorships, and field trips for our champions. So any money raised throughout the year, this is where it's going. It's there to support all those wonderful programs that our champions get to be involved in. So if you have any questions, I can take them now, or we can wait till the end of our meeting. But if there are no questions, I'm going to defer to our administration if Tammy is not on Zoom. Let me see. No. Okay, so far it's just. Okay, with that said, Mr. Bridges, thank you for joining us. And if you could give us a brief report.
All right, brief reports. Thanks to the Honor Society for a successful Fall Family Fun Night. It was a really fun event. We had a lot of families show up, which was fantastic. I really liked the food truck. The food was spectacular, and then there was free ice cream. So who doesn't like free ice cream?
That was great.
Today we had the Kinder Fashion Show. As always, our Kinder teachers put on a great event. We had a lot of parents come and watch the show, and it was recorded, and the professors will be sending it home in a link sometime this week. We started majors this week. We are on our second day, and let me tell you, the 1:40 to 2 o'clock all school recess is fantastic. We have first through fifth grade out on the playground for 20 minutes.
I'm excited about it. Very excited.
Very excited about the kids are very excited about that extra recess. Let's see, Meet the Masters started last week. We had our first teacher from the program come in and teach a lesson on Monet. They were focusing on using color and blending colors. The items that they were using, they painted with Q-tips and cotton balls. And what we're going to do is we will save those art pieces, and then we will showcase them at our spring showcase or our STEAM showcase coming up. And it was fun to go into a kinder classroom. So I think it's a 50-minute lesson for first through fifth grade, and then kinder is like an hour and a half. So it was fun. The kinders had a blast, and there are some great pieces of artwork. Last week we had our annual OCDE authorizer visit. It was a great visit. They got to see all the great things that our champions partake in. Everybody that walks on campus loves the garden. And we discussed jalapenos. They like the jalapenos. Coming up, we have first grade's Thanksgiving feast on Thursday with there's 94 participants, I believe, with the students and the staff. That's going to be a lot. Report cards are going to be available on Friday afternoon. We'll send an email out to remind families how to log in and see report cards. Thanksgiving break is coming up the 20th through the 24th. Trimester awards are going to be after Thanksgiving break. We're still trying to decide on an exact date. As soon as we have that date, Mr. Wright will send it to the Wolf. We are going to have Jingle Jam again this year, so we're bringing that back. Mr. Hartwell and Ms. Romero is on the committee, and some other staff members are going to meet tomorrow after school to discuss a date. It'll be either the 6th or the 7th of December. It's going to be a lot, I think, easier to do one night without middle school. With the middle school, we had each band had to perform, and then there was solo acts. I think it'll be a lot easier to have the TK through 5 and onto one night. So we're excited about that. Taekwondo will have their board breaking ceremony on the 6th. Polar Express will be on the 8th. And then holiday parties on the 15th, and then we have winter break. So we've hit the busy season, November and December are the busy season. we have a whole month off in the two, within the 2 months with winter break and Thanksgiving break. So there's a lot to cram in a short amount of time, but it always works out and we're always able to do it, so. And that's all I have. Any questions?
I have a question on
Uh-huh.
the student calendar.
Yep.
Speaking of the showcase, it is January 25th is what it says.
Okay,
So typically that's the spring showcase to my knowledge. So it was moved to January. So
yes.
I'm not real sure what that looks like with the Meet the Masters because I don't think they'll be through all of their different artists and
Let's see, they won't, I know they will. Oops, they'll be through the Monet project. And then some will have started, I believe. I don't know who the next artist is. I don't know, but at least we'll be able to showcase every grade level's Monet piece.
mhm.
In the Steve night.
Okay, so just typically that's a school run event, so you just let us know where you need to support us. I mean, I do have the fact sheet and stuff that we can still share with you.
Okay.
But we just need to know how you want to be supported for that event because that's coming quickly.
Busy season.
Sorry, can I ask you a question about
Yep.
that? Did I mishear that, the showcase and, Steam Night were gonna be switched?
No, so last year we had our Steam night, which was like the OPA showcase, right?
Yeah, that's. what
It was in April, but we moved it to late January this year.
Okay,
So it's not in the spring. I misspoke when I said spring showcase and then Steam showcase, but
so we're talking, but open house is in spring, is that
yes.
terms? Okay.
Oh, you switched it. You put the
Yeah.
open house in April and then the showcase in February. Okay,
When is open house in April?
23rd,
Thank you.
which would have been the date that so they just flipped it. Got it.
Cause the open house in January that's tough with November and December. And all the celebrations and days that we have watching. So, and I think our kids are gonna get to see, I know middle school is gonna do their Frosty Follies performance, so I think they're gonna have a day where they come in and perform for our TK through 5th graders so that they get to see the Frosty Follies performance, which is always fun.
Very nice.
If they weren't planning it, they're gonna do that now.
On record.
I saw it on the calendar.
So just, if you could just let us know, how you want us to support you for the showcase, and then also, we were talking a little bit about the Polar Express and then the needs, right? Just
Yeah.
have that committee reach out to us so we can make sure we help you with any volunteer needs or budget needs that you may
Perfect.
have.
And looking at the schedule for Meet the Masters, they will have gone through both Monet and Frida. They end Frida on the 23rd, so then we'll be able to have those two pieces of artwork for the grade levels in the showcase.
And then maybe the music teacher can bring
Of course, we'll have
a wonderful
music,
piece
yeah,
to that.
Music.
Okay,
put them in a corner somewhere and with our new risers and they'll be able to sing.
all right. Thank you very much. Any other questions for Mr. Bridges? Anybody online? All good. Okay, thank you. The next report is through the parliamentarian. We do have that, actually have that position open, so I'll just do a quick report. We were still not migrating, but still working on our filing system in our shared drive. So this is just to the board members, if you guys can make sure that you're saving your stuff in the right place, but those are the guidelines if you need them. But yes, thank you for pulling up the open positions.
Is that Jean?
We do have the parliamentarian, which sits on the board. We also have the VP of fundraising that's been open since elections. And then committee positions that we have available are the auditor, teacher appreciation week, the readathon, and then the end of the year bowling. So if you guys know of anyone that is interested in stepping up to help serve our champions, please send them my way. And my email's posted right there. Any questions on that? You guys are awesome. Okay, then I will defer to our new VP of Finance, Jennifer O.
The new VP of Finance. I'm excited to be able to join you guys tonight via Zoom. My daughter had a assessment done at the ice rink nearby, so unfortunately I couldn't make it in person. So currently our assets are at $61,040.87. Our liabilities are $104.92, bringing our total equities to $60,935.95. The Honor Society budgeted $83,000 for the income, and so far we've raised $61,306.14. For our expenses, we budgeted $109,097.47, and so far we've used $61,165.18. The books have been reconciled through October, and once November is reconciled, there will be more information on how we did for Fall Family Fun Night. And that's pretty much all I have for my updates. Are there any questions?
I have a question. Should the grade level meetups show in the income section on the income and expense report? Because we had the expense, but I don't think we were anticipating like making any money. We thought it would just be a wash, right? And so, but we did end up making a little bit. So I was just wondering if that should go also have
Towards the income? I'm sorry. Sorry, Teresa, my internet. So did you say the grade level meetups, you don't see it under income?
Yeah, so if you're at the income and expense report,
Right.
the top, it has all those line items, which are fabulous. And then underneath it, we have the expenses. And there is a line item for grade level meetups, and it's a positive, which is great. So do we put that also up into income, or?
Can we just include that in Snack Shack since it was technically the snack?
Oh,
And that made that money?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point too. I don't know. I was looking at it because I thought if for every income, no,
yeah.
not free, but I mean, it's a positive. So I don't know if that's supposed to go.
Right. Yeah, I understand what you are pointing out. So
Mhm.
I'll talk to Heather and see what her thoughts are because I'm still in the transition period. Amanda, did you mention it was under the Snack Shack?
No, someone else was asking if we should put it together. Someone was just asking that in the room.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one question. And then the other question I had, the Snack Shack that was on the income, is that year to date?
Yes, this is a year-to-date report.
Okay.
So meeting it to the end of October, right?
Oh, for the end of October. Is that what she said?
Yeah,
Well,
she had
that
said
was
November
right.
within.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, good. That's all I had.
And I just have a quick question, just so I can see, total spirit wear income would be 4,195, do I see that right?
Yeah.
And then used uniform, 2,165, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really good.
Yeah, I think we're doing a lot better this year with our steady stream of income. Like in the years past, we've had these really big events and have leaned heavily on that. But this year with the addition of the community VP and then also just a big influx with our new families, we've seen uptick in both spirit wear and actually used uniforms. So I'm excited about that because it's always nice to have a steady stream of income. So, thank you, Jennifer. I don't know if anybody else has questions.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, next report, communications.
I don't have anything. I mean, if you want me to go over the website, I can. Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, that'd be great for anybody that would be listening to or would want to watch this meeting. They could have some insight on getting to our website and what we offer.
Okay, so this is our Honor Society website. People get it confused with the OPA website all the time, but they're two different websites. The OPA one is not in our control, so if you have complaints about that one, you have to go to Mr. Bridges here. So, at the beginning part, we have the little what's going on, and at the bottom, you have the three most important things happening right now. We have Giving Tuesday coming up on November 28th. If you have donations you want to make to get that tax write-off by the end of the year and having company matching, it's a great time to give back to your students. Our next Spirit Night is coming up in December. We just finished our Chick-fil-A one, and the next one is going to be Mountain Mike's on December 14th. And then just regular volunteer opportunities, which we're always looking for. And then if you scroll up to the top, you can see all of our things. So if you go to our home, there's the names and faces, there's about us, all the past meetings and agendas if you want to watch videos of it, things like that. Events and programs is if you're interested in adding our calendar to your calendar, you can scroll down. It's the second to bottom one for calendar. You can click on that and it'll automatically update anything we put on our calendar to your personal calendar, which is nice. And then it has all the different things going on. Like we have a book fair, the Spirit Nights that are happening, our garden build days. We just had our fall family fun night, parent resources, things like that. And then if you go to fundraising, which is the next one, there's our Giving Tuesday. There's another place to buy spirit wear. It tells you about where to donate for used uniforms or things we want to donate to. We have the photo sessions we just did over the weekend. We also have the information, like if you want to sign up for the Amazon Smile or the Ralph's gives you money back 1, 2 if you register your phone, if you're a Ralph shopper. And then there you go, it has all the different ones, or you can just click it to sign up everything. And you want to go back up. And then volunteer opportunities is a volunteer one. If you click on Spirit Wear, it takes you to the Spirit Wear store, but you have to be logged in. If you are not logged in, it will just tell you that Spirit Wear exists. You have to shop to actually purchase anything. You have to make an account. And the one big thing that we should say every single year is you should go in and update your students' information. You just put who your student's professor is. It automatically grades them up to the next grade level. But that way it's really easy if we're sending out a communication, like we're just sending it to the 4th grade and we can send it out to Mr. Romero's class or whatever, if we have information that to just send to them in particular. But if you don't update that information, we won't know. It's also very nice to do that if you're purchasing things like Spirit Wear or Pumpkin City passes, so we know where to send them or where to find the kids that purchase things. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory if you kind of just click around. But if you guys have any questions about anything, you can always email me at opasvhs.org. That's right.
Another question, did you say if you click on calendar, it automatically uploads?
Yeah, you can put it, if you go to the calendar,
Yeah.
you can like sync it with your
You
iPhone.
can,
or
like,
whatever.
it doesn't.
It doesn't do it for you, no.
Okay.
You have the option to do
Okay.
it.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to double check.
Yeah, you're like, I don't have another calendar.
I want the option. Thank you.
That's great. Okay, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, and then the only other thing I wanted to check on is Leslie, are you here? I think that's, unless Fox is watching. But I just wanted to verify that we came up with the last Spirit Nights. We needed one for January, and then we wanted to verify that Chipotle was gonna be the 6th of February instead of the 7th. Viewer?
Mm.
Well, I don't know, somebody
There she is.
eventually tell me that.
Well, I think that we can talk about the Chipotle, to change the date. It was our biggest one last year.
Yeah, I know.
So do you guys have an issue of just changing that date?
To the sixth, yeah, I think that's fine. I think the Tuesday is actually better for my family.
As long as it's notified.
Oh, somebody messaged you in the chat.
Oh, that's not me.
Ah, the wrong Fox. That's the Fox family.
Oh, hi, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
But that's funny.
That is really funny.
Cause Leslie uses Fox's account
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
It says Fox.
That's great. Well, welcome. Thanks, Kristen, for joining us. Yeah, so I think that we can look at the February date, right? Is that what you just said? for
Yeah, it was supposed to be
Chipotle?
February, so they said that the seventh was no longer available, but they could do the sixth.
Okay, and then what was the other date?
We don't know, we still need a spirit night for January, which I don't know. And then. Is there one, let's see, I think January's, and May, January and May. May, we were talking about doing handles, which I think is a good idea, because handles also makes us a lot of money.
Let's just look. She requested Panda Express for January 10th.
January 10th.
So I think we're waiting to hear back. And she
Okay.
said, that was this morning, and they usually respond in 72 hours. And then she was saying, she reached out to Tammy for handles in May. So do we need to vote on that change for the calendar?
And we also are adding the April 23rd open house to the calendar. Can we vote? Do we have enough people to vote?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Do you want to do add the showcase as well?
I already had that open showcase with them.
Oh, you do? Okay. Okay, open house. Any other dates? What was the open house?
The 25th of January?
No, April.
Oh, April, oh, it was the 23rd.
Okay. Any other comments or questions from our online audience? Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve the calendar with the changes for, do I just state all of them? No.
Just approve the calendar changes.
Approve the calendar with the changes we just updated.
okay, so Erin made a motion to approve the calendar with the updates, which is Spirit Night changed in February to the 6th and open house added on 4/23. I need a second.
I'll second that
Okay,
motion.
you'll second that motion.
I don't remember that.
Okay, thank you. Mandy, second the motion. So all those in favor say aye. Or
Aye.
Aye.
all those opposed? None opposed? Motion carries, changes are approved. Thank you. And now to community programs for her report.
I just have a quick update for Snack Shack. It's been going pretty good. We've only had 2 so far. We have a small profit, but we still have a lot left of what I bought. I'm not gonna have specific numbers after just one Snack Shack, the way I've been buying things from Costco. I'll probably need 3 or 4 total. But everything's going really good. The kids seem super excited that it's gonna be back this week. We're doing Uncrustables for the food item to see how that goes. And then, the next one, I'm still hoping to do tacos. When we do, Mr. Bridges had made a suggestion for a form that we could do so that parents could pre-buy some of the stuff. And then we can, not lose as much like I'll have a better accounting of how many tacos or any food item like that to buy. And then we're gonna be changing the location. At the first one, we were right out front, but that made a parking situation. So the second one, I tried to move inside, but that made it so kids couldn't really see us. So we worked out something where I'm gonna be right across from the office, so inside of the gate, but a little more visible, and I think that will help things.
Okay,
That's
like,
pretty much it.
like on the new OPA logo, right there?
Yeah, pretty much like more to the left side by the tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not blocking too much, not blocking the office, not blocking too much of the walkway, but
Awesome.
not too far back either.
Yeah, it's been insanely popular, so congratulations.
Yeah, the kids seem to
Middle
really
school
love
kids
it.
come over after as well, and
Yeah, that's been great too, the kids that come over late and they want a bunch of stuff, so that's awesome too.
They're always hungry.
Yeah, yeah, the prime seems to be super popular. There's gonna be a couple items that'll rotate out, but the prime seems like a hot commodity. The kids love the prime. So, yeah, that's about it. Unless there's any questions.
About how long are you staying when you do it? Is it just 45 minutes? Are you?
We stay until almost like 1:15, 1:30,
Oh,
I
wow.
would feel.
Okay,
When we stop seeing people, then we pack up. I'm not in any real hurry, so we stay as late as
like, 'cause
kids
middle-
are still
middle school
coming.
gets out 12:45, and then all the siblings come through the
Yeah.
parking lot, so then you're stuck there for probably another 15 minutes while cars are still coming through,
Yeah.
picking kids up.
no, that's great. That's great. Awesome. Anything else?
Who's it?
Oh, that's great. Oh, I skipped you.
Me?
Yeah, the recording secretary. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay.
So the first thing that I had was, thank you notes to, partners like that have donated or donated items or, whatever it was, whether it was money or items or their time or whatever. We were gonna send out, like handwritten or even deliver handwritten, thank you notes or cards or something of that sort. So I will, get with Leslie to get together a, list of volunteers, or sorry, of people who have donated.
Mhm.
And then get those ready and send those out and hand deliver as many as I can, but I might have to mail in some. And then the other thing was the newsletter. I just want to talk a little bit about that. It is a monthly newsletter that we are sending out, and if I can get there. Here's just a little like snapshot of the most recent one. And for you to be able to get this newsletter, you would go to the Our Honor Society website, and once you make a log in and make a profile there, it will subscribe you to that newsletter. So you would be able to start getting those newsletters if you sign into Our Honor Society website. And did anyone have any questions on that?
No, that's great.
Then that would be it for me.
Okay, thank you. I think Michelle too, for student development, will probably have a list of those partners,
Okay.
with the people that have donated. She's really good about getting those community partners to help us out. And then for next report is volunteers, and unfortunately, Leslie is out sick tonight, but I do know that she was just gonna hit on the candy buyback and how successful that was. And how that candy, we turned around and used it at our fall family fun night to help our families at their booths. And then also for the cake, I think it was over the cakewalk. And then we did some thank yous to our teachers and other volunteers with some of that candy. And then Fall Family Fun Night, I think she was just going to say thank you to everyone, especially the teachers and the volunteers through each one of those classes, what a big success they made that night, and how many great compliments we got from how well it was run. So we thank you very much. And she is going to do the trimester volunteer basket raffle. So I know that she has that coming up. And then I don't know what her garden update is. Do you? Because you work with her in the garden. Erin?
I don't know what she would.
I have a little bit more as well.
Oh, I know something about donuts.
Something about donuts.
There's a
Okay.
thing with
So the
fourth
fourth grade silent auction basket at the Fall Family Fun Night, it was called the Great Outdoors, was the highest earner, with a bid of $250. So the fourth grade class will get a reward, and I believe that that was the donut reward.
Okay.
And then there's two other things we need to go over. So the Spirit Night at Chick-fil-A on November 8th. We didn't meet a minimum of $500 for our 15% back. We sold $425.33. So they have offered us another fundraiser day and combined totals, or 5 free meal vouchers. So we would need to figure that out if we want to do one or the other.
I would say do another night.
I would say that so too. Are there any stipulations? Do we know on when that needs to be or anything? like that?
Unfortunately, this is all I have here. I can ask Leslie that though.
Do you guys agree? I mean, we have January that's open. Why not just turn around and do?
Yeah, if they could fill it in
Yeah.
that spot we already need, that'd be perfect. Like she said, who knows if it needs to, unless they want it done and, do they want it done this month? Do they, if they're
Oh,
time sensitive,
mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if they're willing to wait till January, that would be great.
Another idea is a great, like maybe if we have to do it within a certain month, we could do it on a Friday where, cause like Chick-fil-A is a great place to go after,
I don't think they
minimum
will do
day.
Fridays.
Oh, they
I
don't
mean,
do
that would
Fridays.
do, it had to be some sort of weekday.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I was just thinking minimum day lunch.
It would be nice.
Oh, mhm.
It doesn't hurt to ask and double check. Clarify, maybe they.
I also know that they do like catering, and I don't know what, if we do something on site where people have to purchase, if that would be included in a spirit night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we just have to see if they are willing to do something like that.
But I heard you say combined total, so
Yes.
if we just did another night, then if we met that minimum, then they would give it back to us. Oh, that's
Correct,
great.
yeah.
That's very nice of them. Oh, that's a bummer that we didn't meet it. Okay.
So then, Leslie has on a report here that we'll be sending out sign up Gina soon for the volunteers for next Blackwells on November 28th. Please only attend the time slot you're signed up for. If both slots are already filled, please contact one of those booked to volunteer and offer to switch. This will prevent 5 salespeople showing up for one 20-minute class spot. So thank you for that. And then for the garden update,
Okay.
she said we are planting our fall crops and battling weeds each week in garden club. She said it's been a lot of fun. Soon we will have snow peas and sugar snap peas ready to eat, which is the favorite club snack of the whole year. So if there's any questions for that, I can take them down and ask Leslie, but I probably don't have the answers.
No, that's great. I'm glad you had a fuller report. Thank you so much. Any questions for her?
I would just read down if we can, like, is January fine or?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next report is for student development. I didn't know if Michelle was online.
She had slacked that she was gonna be on.
Okay, I can skip that for now if she's gonna come on a little later and then defer to Spirit. Is that
Okay.
Erin?
Hi, so we kicked off our spiritware sales early October and did pretty well. And it felt good to get our spiritware out to families. And so we had one in-person sale, and then any online orders, I've been trying to just deliver them as soon as possible and via the classroom and watching students put it in backpacks. So that's gone pretty well. There was just one family that didn't get it because grandma picked up and anyway, got lost in grandma's car, who then went on vacation, blah, blah, blah. But it was found. So I've been getting them pretty quickly, and the new vendor seems to be working out, just turning things over if I don't have a size. She's been really great. So, and then we are going to have another spiritware sale this Friday, November 17th at the same time as the Snack Shack. So that seems to have been going well, as well as used uniforms. So we did a great used uniform sale a few weeks ago as well. And then originally when we opened our store, the Pink Pup football tee was the supplier didn't have them in use small, so those are out. And because people have actually been asking me about those, so those are out and ready on our website.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, perfect. Ready on our website to order. And then I've also been working on a Husky plushie. Can you click on that? There he is.
Oh,
So we voted, and admin voted on which one characterized Champ the best, and this was it. And then it's going to have, we couldn't get a t-shirt or anything, we could get a bandana. So can you click on the bandana it will have? So it will have this little bandana. And this is the best we could do with colors, because our turquoise color is not available in bandanas. So, but this looks super cute. And so we placed an order for this. And so those, I'm not sure. Oh, no. They will be delivered to us hopefully by the 6th. So then we can get them to families by the week of the December 11th. That's the week before the holiday break. So I'm working with Susan to get them up online, and then we'll announce it to our database for orders. And so that would be super cute and super fun to have.
How much are they gonna be?
We don't know yet. We have to work that out. So that will be delivered and hopefully here before the holidays, so we can have little Husky gifts
oh,
for
that's great.
families. My only question is, I was trying to figure out, I was thinking this today. I don't want to if parents are buying it as a gift, I don't want to send it home with a student like I have been with spiritware. So I was trying to think maybe I need to do like a pickup event or something. I was just kind of brainstorming that. So if anybody has any ideas on how to go about that, let me know. And other than that, we're doing good.
Are you gonna try to get the pricing so you can start selling it on Friday?
Well, it would be, they would have to just regardless go on the website to order it.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because I won't have them on Friday to hand. And so any pre-sale orders, I'd rather them go on the website than for me to handle them. It would just be so much easier,
Sure.
And then it's like logged, it has where the classroom and the student and money tracking and all that, rather than just tracking in Square. So, but yeah, I'll probably have that worked out by Friday.
I think when we put it in the store, we'll put a little option if people want to do a pickup or drop off class.
Can we do that?
I'm sure.
Maybe I'll work with Susan on how to do that. Okay. Okay, any questions? All right.
Good job on
Thank you.
spiritware. It's awesome. Okay, I haven't heard from Michelle, so we'll just table her report if nobody has her report. No? Okay. Anyone? No? Okay. I know that she did actually solicit a lot of the donations for our Fall Family Fun Night, and then Strategic Kids was a huge hit. And then Kumon and Big Air, they donated and they were part of those raffle prizes. And then I'm not sure what she's doing with the Blue Ribbon Awards, but I think she was trying to reach back out to them because we found some old ones in our storage. And thought we could use those. And then I know we talked about November and December Blackwells, but I'm sure she's ordering, and then it looks like she's working on a student assembly. Has she talked to you about that at all? Or the OC sheriff? Negative, okay,
Maybe to Mr. Wright, but not to
okay.
me.
It's only for 4th and 5th graders, it looks like, so that'd be great. So we'll see, we'll get an update from her, and then if we need to put an email out to our database, we can do that as well. And then for committee reports, Trisha unfortunately well, not unfortunately, she's in Japan. So she's traveling, but I do know she has her movie night coming up for the Jogathon. This was the whole school prize. And Mandy, I don't know if you have that flyer, but we have been, I think we put it in the WOOF last week. And this will be on Friday, December 1st. So hopefully we can continue to get the word out. I know that we have this break coming up, but this is the whole school prize for meeting and exceeding our goal for the Jogathon. So we'll have some snacks and treats there. I know she's planning on doing hot chocolate, popcorn, a ton of other movie treats. But that'll be December 1st, and we'll try to get more information out there for our families. But it will be here on campus. Super fun.
Are we gonna have it on the grass or blacktop?
The grass is probably a bad idea because
Because
it'll get dark and it'll get damp. So we're talking about having it in between these two buildings here. And then we can send an email with acceptable chairs to bring. You don't want like kids bringing like really tall bar stools or something, and then they're super high, right? So yeah, Mr. Wright and I talked about setup and location, but I think it's going to be in between here.
Great.
Would be the best.
Great. Sounds good. Okay, and then the only other thing that we had left on the agenda was the last time we met as a board, we had discussed the procurement process and trying to work through that a little bit, but I'm happy to discuss it again, or we can table it for the next board meeting. I just need a recommendation.
I'm happy to table it.
What's the question?
To go back through the procurement process and to talk about just making it a little bit more detailed on the steps on how we are procuring our vendors. Because it's been a little vague, although we did work this out with Mr. Barley about 2 years ago, of just when we are vetting a vendor, understanding what those steps are, making sure that there's enough time. I don't think we have any kind of timeline in there of vetting a vendor. Where is the inventory list of the vendors that we have vetted, those kind of things.
Does somebody want to take a stab at clarifying some things and then bring those changes back? Or is it something we want to go through, line by line as a board? And how do we want to tackle this?
And you said you worked with Mr. Barley in the past, so do you want to see if he could potentially come to the next meeting when this is discussed?
And give us some more insight.
Maybe I can run it by him what you currently have beforehand, and then he can provide that feedback.
I think that would be best.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the issue is that there's just not some clarity in it. And so it was we were stumbling through the process and it was kind of preventing us to get some things done in a timely manner, correct? Or
Correct.
is there more to that?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that we have all the right paperwork per se. But I think it's just being a little bit more specific on how we're vetting those vendors, again, like what the timeline is. Just making sure that we do our due diligence. And just making sure that we're all on the same page, really. So I like Mr. Bridges' idea of taking it to Mr. Barley. Maybe he can go back over it and then do some edits for us, and then at the next board meeting, we look at it. Are you guys
That'd be
okay?
great.
Okay,
Can I make a request going back to the Chick-fil-A? It's really quick. You said you possibly in January, you're looking for a minimum day. The 25th, the night of our OPA showcase, is a minimum day.
Or what day of
So-
the week is that?
It's a Thursday. So if we wanted to tie it to go to Chick-fil-A and then swing by the OPA showcase type thing, we could do that. So just to put that on out there, if you guys wanted to look at that.
Sometimes we do, because it's like a parent-student event at the showcase, we do a food truck.
oh, that's
Right.
interesting. Mhm.
So we have to kind of,
We could do ice cream
Figure
again.
that
I
out.
think maybe.
We're on Chick-fil-A, Mr. Bridges.
Well, no, I mean, you could do Chick-fil-A, go pick up Chick-fil-A and then come here for dessert, right? But this will be four to six.
4 to 6.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh, okay.
Got it.
So I think tying it in, might maybe have dessert here and then go swing by Chick-fil-A. And if they wanted to get Chick-fil-A and then bring it by here, we can set up tables and they can eat the Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a suggestion.
Or does Chick-fil-A have a
Truck.
truck? I don't know.
I think we might have to guarantee, for them, I think we'd probably have to guarantee
Yeah.
X amount, and it might be a little sticky.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's something that oh my gosh, who handles the Spirit Night stuff?
Tiffany?
Yeah, that committee can handle and
Tiffany not on there? I think I saw her.
make decisions on. She's on there.
Oh, there you are, Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Did you hear us talking about Chick-fil-A? She's pregnant. I'm like, I got one ear in and one ear out.
Oh, God, they're saying the name. Yeah.
Yes.
She said yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, the 24th is the 24th is the SOC. So do you see how they're two different colors? So the light blue.
I don't know, I'm just looking on my calendar.
Oh, so that's a Wednesday, right?
That's a Wednesday, yeah. there's-
So they're two separate days on the calendar. The 23rd and the 24th are both minimum days. One is the SOC OPA showcase, which is the minimum day. But we'll clarify.
But SVs is on the 25th.
That according to the calendar I looked at, yes.
Okay.
It's on that Thursday.
Okay, so just to recap for at the end here, the open discussion for the procurement process, we're going to defer to Mr. Bridges. He's going to get with Mr. Barley. And then at the next board meeting, we will go through that with some recommendations from Mr. Barley. Unfinished business was going back to the Spirit Night for Chick-fil-A to maybe tie it in with the OPA showcase, which is in January. So that is where we're at. So we're gonna throw that back to the Spirit Night Committee and try to figure out how we can meet that minimum from the offer that Chick-fil-A gave to us because we did not meet it this month. All right.
I think they switched.
Any other business? Mrs. Romero, do you have anything? No, thank you for coming. We appreciate your support.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting my classroom supplies so quickly. I just ordered them and they're already there and I appreciate that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, the Amazon has proved to be very successful.
Amazon guy likes us every day.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
Okay, and then our next general membership meeting is in February, which is February 28th. The board will probably be meeting in January, but if you need to address the board, you can just go to our website and actually fill out the request form. But if you have any questions in the meantime, you can always reach out to us via our website through our general email. And we're happy to answer any questions that you may have. But if there are no other questions or business, then I will adjourn this meeting at 6:56. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you coming. Good night.